So what's your unique selling point?
So we're the only real-time location data product for the out-of-home industry, in that we actually measure real-time audiences, like real-time crowds of people. It gives us the opportunity to change creative out on the fly to serve the right message to the right audience.
So who would you say your target clientele is?
Generally guys like Mark Fenty, like the brand, the agencies, the account teams, but then we work pretty closely. We kind of a top-down approach with the higher level, the folks that manage account folks, so like VP, SVP level at various agencies. We rarely go brand direct, just because we don't like to anger our agency sales channel. So we usually just keep it through the agency.
Definitely. Where is the market pressure coming from?
So to me, I think the good pressure that we're experiencing today, I think the positive, I'm more of like a silver lining guy, is that there's a lot of, there's all these like existential threats to the advertising industry today, like fraud, blockers, brand safety, viewability, whatever they are. These things are I'm not saying they're actually existential threats. I think it's a little bit overblown, but it's big enough that I think it could cause like a shift in spend. And so for me, what we're hoping is that out of home, if we could sort of like mimic some of the data strategies in these other channels in out of home, that, out of home could become the parking spot for a lot of those ad dollars, because agencies aren't going to let them go that easily. So
what are the future predictions? What are your future predictions?
So I think out of home will grow to somewhere, so digital out of home globally, I think will be in the 60 to 70 B range. Today it's 12, projected to be 25 in 2020. And this is the number I'll use when we talk later, is 2.7x. 2.7x is what the Network Advertising Initiative measures that a channel is grown by once the ability to target is introduced into that channel. So just going by this market analogy of what NAI came up with, we are that's what we're looking for in the future by 2025.
Wow. What was the last targeted ad you received?
Actually, I saw it. It was an out of home one that I'd noticed because it was powered by Mira on the way here. On the Link NYC screens, it was a piece of creative for Microsoft Surface, and I happened to know why they were serving it to me, so it kind of stood out.
And why were they serving it to you?
Because the immediately present audience was generally a premium audience at that moment in time in front of that kiosk.
Doing the commute.
Yep.
Oh. When do you think location-based ads cross the line?
I think location-based ads tend to cross the line when they. So if you opt out, obviously one of the tenets of what we do is like we want to give people the ability to opt out. When you opt out and people figure out sneaky ways of getting location data anyway, like matching you to Wi-Fi IP addresses, or there's a few kind of sleazy ways of doing that. There's also, I've seen, I knew a company that once used to install. I'm not even sure how they would do it, but they would install an icon on your home screen, and you would click on it and it would download an app. They were using Wi-Fi, like I guess it's not even location based, but they were using like the Wi-Fi networks that people were connecting to do that, but they stopped doing it. So I would say not giving people the ability to opt out. When people have like an easy way to do it, I think it's fair game.